What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up and gotta give a huge shout out to our sponsors in BetUS. Well, yo, Cowboys Nation, there is never a dull moment, man. There is never a dull moment when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. We talked for about 2 hours this morning on the treadmill. Salute to everyone who's pulling up to the walk-in talks in the morning, man. We had over 6,000 people tune in this morning. We had over 6,000 people tune in this morning, right? And we just been talking Cowboys football, talking life, getting in shape, right? Doing some fun stuff together. So we talked about 2 hours this morning, give or take, right? Got my steps in. But then I was chilling, minding my business, having a good old Monday. It's a typical good Monday, right? And all of a sudden, phones started blowing up. Phones started ringing. Phones started going crazy. I'm like, what is going on, right? And the news has broken that Dallas Cowboys and Mike McCarthy are going their separate ways. Now, I will say this, man. When it comes to Mike McCarthy, I don't know if this is true or not, but it kind of feels like it, man. Mike, you're no longer the head coach of the Cowboys, so you can let me know. But I feel like Mike McCarthy is CFO gang, y'all. I feel like Mike McCarthy is CFO gang. Because what did we talk about this morning? I said, hey, y'all, at the end of the day, Mike McCarthy, his wife, they have money. He's already proven his name. He has his respect as a coach, right? He necessarily doesn't need to come back to Dallas and take just take it offer. So there could be a situation where Mike says, you know what? Shove it. I don't want it. I'm dipping and I'm going to Chicago, as I said this morning. Well, I guess Mike McCarthy had his notification bell on. I guess Mike McCarthy had his notifications on. And he said, you know what, Tuck, you are sure right. I am not taking this from Jerry and Stephen Jones. Deuces. Right? And so I see there's a lot of conversations online. Salute to my guy, BJ Nix. He was hosting a Twitter space. They were arguing about some Jason Witten stuff. I had to get up out of it. I had to get up out there and come talk to my people. I'm not doing no Jason Witten stuff, right? But let me say this before we pivot, right? When it comes to Mike McCarthy, you know, after moving on from Jason Garrett, he was a coach that I mentioned, right? Because there were some other names. I was kind of like, you know. But I would say this when it comes to Mike McCarthy, did he get the Cowboys to the promised land? Did he win the Super Bowl? Did we see the confetti drop and fall like raindrops over Mike and Dak Prescott? We didn't see that happen, right? But what Mike McCarthy did do during his tenure in Dallas, he raised the floor. Right? He raised the floor, right? He didn't bust through the ceiling, but he damn sure raised the floor, right? And this is something, as me personally as a Cowboys fan, I've always asked for this, right? I was sick of 8-8, 4 wins, 12 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins, 8-8, 7 wins, 6 wins, 4 wins, 12 wins, 14 wins. We were all over the spectrum under Jason Garrett. But what Mike McCarthy was able to do during his tenure in Dallas is get some consistency, right? Even though he had some injuries, 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, right? To give us more cracks at winning a Super Bowl, right? You wanted consistency, right? Consistency. And here's the thing. I know Mike McCarthy didn't get an NFC Championship appearance. I know Mike McCarthy didn't give us a Super Bowl. I know what Mike McCarthy did versus Green Bay. I was there, remember? But at the end of the day, Mike McCarthy raised the floor when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all remember? Y'all all remember back in Jason Garrett days, if we lost our quarterback, season was over, right? If Sean Lee went down, it was a wrap, right? Defense was done, right? But Mike McCarthy, with all these different issues, losing your left tackle, losing your right tackle, losing your quarterback, like losing Micah Parsons, losing D-Law your very first game, and then you lose Michael Gallup, then you get Michael Gallup back, and then you get CeeDee Lamb out with the concussion, then you had Amari Cooper. Like with all these different things, Mike McCarthy was able to put out a competitive team. Super Bowl contender, right? But he was able to put out a competitive team with a lot of moving pieces, y'all. So you have to give the man some type of credit for that. You have to give him some type of credit. This man, now what is everyone talking about today? The Commanders, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders, right? Salute to my guy, Rio Robinson. 37,000 people tuned into his live yesterday. Salute to you, bro, right? 37 people tuned in to watch my guy, Rio, to watch the Commanders get their first playoff win in 19 years, right? So we can all agree that the Commanders are a pretty good team, right? We'll all agree in the chat. But Mike McCarthy went on the road versus this Commanders team and beat them with Cooper Rush. Mike McCarthy, even though it was a half, for one half of football, had Trey Lance looking better than Jaden Daniels, right? So I don't think Mike McCarthy is the GOAT, right? He's not one of these GOAT coaches. But listen, what we're not going to do, I'm not going to allow it, is to sit here and let a lot of people online act like Mike McCarthy was a terrible coach. He was not a terrible coach. He was a good coach. He was a very good coach. Was he great? No, but he was a good coach. Does dumb stuff from time to time, right? But Mike McCarthy was a good coach. So I was hearing people say, I'm glad he's gone. He was horrible. He was trash. I never wanted him. He was trash. He was this. Oh, no. Y'all remember, Mike McCarthy was the coach that Jason Garrett used to see across the sideline and start pissing down his legs. Let's not act like Mike McCarthy was chopped liver. You know what I'm saying? So Mike McCarthy coming into Dallas, he did do some good things in Dallas. He raised the floor. He raised the standard where all of a sudden we are missing the playoffs right now and we're freaking out because we missed the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Now we acting brand new like missing playoffs is something that we just don't do. I can't believe the Cowboys are not in the playoffs. Mike McCarthy did that. Mike McCarthy got us comfortable with actually making the playoffs. Now, what happened in it, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he's a solid coach. He's a solid coach. Now, I see what you're saying in the chat, right? It's time for a new voice. And Billy, I understand it. I can see your decision, right? For saying that, right? And I kind of agree, right? But what I will say, as bad as this season was, and y'all know how bad it was. Trust me, every Cowboys fan knows how bad this season was. This team did not quit on Mike McCarthy. I mean, selfishly for his draft people, I kind of wish they did, but this team did not quit on Mike McCarthy. They fought tooth and nail all the way up until the very last possession of Week 17. So you got to give Mike some credit for that. They fought their ass off to the point where I was saying, chill, stop fighting, bro. Relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Relax a little bit. The Dallas Cowboys, they went out there and they fought hard for Mike McCarthy with no CeeDee Lamb, no Dak Prescott, no left tackle, no Tony Pollard, no Zach Martin, no DeMarcus Lawrence, no Trayvon Diggs, right? You had all these different movie pieces, not really defensive tackle. You had Kendricks nicked up a little bit. You had Wanye nicked up. You had Marquise Bell was out, right? You had all these missing pieces, and this team still went out there and fought their asses off throughout the course of the season. Mike McCarthy deserves a lot of credit for that. Am I the biggest Mike McCarthy fan? No, right? But you have to give credit where credit is due. He's won numerous games with Cooper Rush. So to sit here and act like he's a bad coach, he's trash, get rid of him, he sucks, glad I'm gone. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for because you never know what you might get. Now, Jerry Jones has released a statement, Jerry, y'all know Jerry was not just going to let the media today praise the Commanders and praise the Eagles. Oh, no, sir, not today, not on Jerry's time. So Jerry had to do something, and Jerry had to talk. So he releases a statement. He says, throughout Mike McCarthy's tenure here, including the last several weeks, I have been very complimentary on the job he has done. Way to go, Jerry. That has applied to our record over that time period, our team unity and culture, Mike's qualifications and track record of success, and on a personal level as a tremendous human being. Way to go, Jerry. Way to go. Right? Said Cowboys owner, president. Cowboys owner. That's crazy, right? Y'all see that? Cowboys owner, president, and general manager. Well, goddamn. Might as well add a head coach, Jerry Jones, right? I have great respect for Mike, and he led the team through some unique and challenging times during his tenure. Over the past week, Mike and I had the opportunity to conduct a joint review of all aspects of the past season. All right, cool. Our players and staff, and also spent considerable time discussing the road forward for the team. These discussions were thorough and received an appropriate amount of time and depth to cover. Prior to reaching the point of contract negotiations, though it became mutually clear that it would be better for us to head in a different direction. I thank Mike and wish him and his wife Jessica and their family the best. They have been a wonderful part of the community here. We will commence a search process immediately to hire the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. That is Jerry Wayne Jones. All right. So just like my guy Trent was saying, that wasn't a mutual decision. That was a Mike McCarthy decision. That was Mike saying, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Because as I read this joint review, so that means that him and Jerry had to have a conversation of all aspects on the past season, our players and staff, right? Also discussing considerable time discussing the road moving forward for the team. It sounds like they sat down and they've been bumping heads all season long. Like this is not new. Like they've been bumping heads all season long, right? So we get to a situation where it's like, okay, we want to sign you. We want you back, but these are the things that we want, right? I want to have more control, or I want to do this, or I want to change that, or I want to do this, right? And Mike McCarthy was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I'm not folding, bro. I'm not folding. Now, here is the icing on the cake about this organization, y'all. And we all have had jobs. We've all had jobs. We've all been employed. Some of us, you know what I'm saying? All sorts of stuff. So we've been there, right? Imagine the Dallas Cowboys said no. No, Chicago Bears, you cannot interview Mike McCarthy. No, can't talk to our guy till tomorrow. So they blocked his interview, right? And then they still did not get the deal done. But Mike McCarthy, do y'all know how haterish that is? Y'all know how insane that is to block someone's interview and still don't even extend them? That's some hating ass stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? That is some hating ass stuff to do. You block this man's interview and you still don't even sign him to an extension. It's crazy. So it's some of these things that we talked about this morning that really is coming into play, right? The offseason with the Derrick Henry and all these different things kind of going on behind the scenes, right? It's just the front office is a big problem in Dallas, y'all. Mike was fed up being micromanaged by a guy with little football knowledge. Frank, facts. Who am I, someone who has coached under John Gruden? So I coached under John Gruden. We all know what a phenomenal mindset, football mind that John Gruden, Gruden Grind is one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch daily, right? We know the football mind of John Gruden. So I came up under him at Pitt, coached in New Orleans, coached with Joe Montana, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, right? I have forgotten more football than Jerry Jones will ever know. Who am I to have to explain my football acumen to you? Who am I? Why would I? Why would I, as a coach who's been here for 5 years, you've seen everything I can do. You've seen me. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Wasn't we all arguing last year that Dak Prescott should have been the MVP? I feel like this time last year, a lot of us was arguing that Dak Prescott should have won the MVP. Mike McCarthy did that. Mike McCarthy did that. Now, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's rewind a little bit. Remember, we brought in Mike McCarthy in 2020 as an offensive-minded offensive head coach. But for 3 years, he wasn't even able to call the plays. He was under Kellen Moore. Mike McCarthy did not get control of his offense until last year. He finally gets control of the offense. Dak Prescott played at an MVP level. We lose to Green Bay, and now it's a prove it deal, right? Go out there and prove yourself, right? So from some of the whisperings I've been hearing, I haven't reached out to people yet because I've been, in and out of stuff, right? But some of the whisperings that I'm hearing is that the Cowboys wanted Mike McCarthy kind of on another short-term prove it deal, right? 1 or 2 year deal. Let's see what you got, right? Let's give you a mulligan, right? This was your prove it year this year, Mike McCarthy, but you had some injuries. Let's just do it again. Let's do another 1 year deal. Let's do another 2 year deal, and we can evaluate from there. And Mike McCarthy says, hell no, I ain't doing that. Another 1 year deal, another prove it deal. So every year's a prove it deal? No, sir. Not me. Not me. Especially my dog Rome, CFT in the building. What's going on with you, bro? Especially with the Bears making my hotline bling. Especially with the Saints, who I'm familiar with, making my hotline bling. I'm not doing no prove it deal with the Dallas Cowboys to prove anything. I have proven it. I've won games with Cooper Rush. I have won games, multiple games, quality games with Cooper Rush. Y'all can't even do that on Madden. I can't even do that on Madden. I'm good as hell on Madden. I tried to beat people with Cooper Rush on Madden to kind of flex my muscle, and it was difficult. I had to go put in Trey Lance. Then I won, right? But it's like you can't even do that on Madden. So he's proved himself. Mike McCarthy, when he was out of football, there was a lot of scrutiny on his name. He was lazy. Aaron Rodgers made him. He's a horrible coach. He's terrible. He's trash. So Mike McCarthy did the famous words from the great Kendrick Lamar, sometimes you got to pop out and show. So Mike McCarthy took this job for the Dallas Cowboys, and he popped out and showed playoff appearances, sent Tom Brady home, won the top offenses as a play caller, led Dak to the MVP conversation. That's more than enough to show and prove to get my name, to show who I am. To show who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's more than enough, right? You asking someone to come into Dallas and do something that hasn't been done in 30 years, and that's how they prove they're a quality coach. How long did it take Andy Reid to win a Super Bowl? So that was my standard, right? That was my standard, is that I have to win Super Bowl or else. Okay, I get that, Jerry Jones, but what is your standard? What do you have to prove? You know what I'm saying? So I have to do something in 5 years that you haven't been able to do in 30 or else? Nah, actually, I'm going to Chicago. They got a defense, they got a run game, they got a young quarterback, they got pizza, right? And I'm going to have full control. Or New Orleans that beat us. I'm going to have full control. I'm not going to have someone puppeteering my every move. Did y'all see the video from the Washington Commanders with Magic Johnson and their owner? I didn't even comment on it because I was hurt. I was hurt that after the game, Commanders have won their first playoff game in 19 years. Magic Johnson said, hey, It's not about us. All we did was hire the right coach and the right staff, and they went out there and did everything. It's not about us. It's about those guys in there. So don't make it about us. Make it about those guys in the locker room. Don't make it, bruh, after 19 years. Now, I guarantee you, if the Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, Jerry Jones isn't going to say, don't make it about me. Make it about that coach. Don't make it about, he's never going to say, don't make it about me. My guy, Talise Fuaga, season, man. I like Talise Fuaga. Why would Ben Johnson want to be the Dallas Cowboys head coach? This is the magical question I've been asking a lot of people. And a lot of people say, exposure. Coaches don't want exposure. Coaches don't want exposure. Coaches don't want commercials and shoe deals. Coaches don't want that. Coaches want to coach, right? So I've been asking that question, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been asking. That's what I've been asking, right? Why would Ben Johnson want to come? Now, let's go ahead and pivot, right? Because if the Dallas Cowboys wanted Mike McCarthy, so some people spin it, right? Mike McCarthy was fired. No. He wasn't fired. He wasn't let go. He chose to walk, right? But we all know people get dumped, right? You ever been dumped by your girl or your guy dumped you? You know what I'm saying? I canned their ass. I got rid of them. No, they left you, bro. It's okay. It's okay, right? Mike McCarthy walked on you just like Dan Quinn walked on you, just like Joe Witt walked on you, just like Al Harris tried to walk on you, but you stopped that, right? Coaches are trying to walk on you. Don't spin it. But if you're a Mike McCarthy, head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, the biggest team in the world, right? Biggest team in the world, Netflix shows, movies, all sorts of stuff, right? There has to be a premium that comes along with that, and especially for winning some games. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you look at the NFL's top-ranked salaries amongst coaches, now, let me clarify for all you capologists out there, right? Coaching salaries does not go towards the cap, right? It doesn't go towards the cap. So if you guys are saying, oh, we can't pay a coach that much because we had to pay Dak. We couldn't pay Mike McCarthy that much because we had to sign Micah. We couldn't pay that much because CeeDee Lamb is. Before y'all say that, let me save you the trouble that coaching salary does not go towards the cap, right? Well, Tug, we lost Mike McCarthy because Dak Prescott was being greedy. You know what I'm saying? So let me just pause you there before we get into that. It doesn't go towards the cap. So here we are. We got Andy Reid sitting at $20 million. I mean, get your money, big Andy Reid. I ain't mad at you. Sean Payton, who the Cowboys really wanted when you knew Sean Payton was available and you knew you really wasn't feeling Mike McCarthy like that. You really should have went out there and got him, but you didn't. Mike Tomlin. Prayers. Come on, sports gods. Come on, sports gods. Come on, sports gods. You know what I'm saying? Come on, sports gods. Mike Tomlin, you know what I'm saying? $16 million, right? So if you're Ben Johnson, you have Jim Harbaugh for the Chargers at 16, coming from college, 16. Kyle Shanahan at 14. So if you're Ben Johnson, you coming up here somewhere. Ben Johnson, you coming up here somewhere, right up here somewhere, right? Maybe not 20, but you're going to get around 19. Ben Johnson, you coming around there, all right? Sean McVay, 15. Kyle Shanahan, 14. John Harbaugh, 12. Dan Campbell, 11. Sean McDermott for the Bills, 11. Mike McDaniels, 9 mil, right? Nick Sirianni, the Eagles coach, 7. Matt LaFleur, 6. Zach Taylor, 4.5. Dan Quinn, 4.5. Mike McCarthy, $4 million. $4 million as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, who's been 12-5, had some injuries, having to deal with my owner all in the press conferences, have to deal with my owner announcing the injury report before I even get to discuss on it. Right? Having my owner force a running back situation on me that I really didn't want, right? Having my owner have players miss out from camp constantly year after year. I have to deal with that for $4 million funky ass dollars? No, sir. Not me. of $4 million with all the pressure, all the scrutiny, all the stuff that Mike McCarthy has to deal with for $4 million. No, sir. I want to be up in here. Maybe like 9, maybe like 11. Like I said, this does not go towards the cap. So this billionaire playpen that we have, you can make money fly. If the Dallas Cowboys wanted to go out there and give Ben Johnson $30 million today, they can go do it. You at least got to make this like, yeah, Hakeem, at least top 10, bro. You at least got to be over Mike McDonald a little bit. You see what I'm saying? So if you disrespect it and say, listen, we want to bring you back, Mike McCarthy, for $5 million on a 2-year deal so you can prove yourself, rightfully so, Mike McCarthy said, take this job and shove it, and you can have it. Mike McCarthy can go on TV right now and be good. If Mike McCarthy joins John Gruden and Gruden Grinders, I will watch it religiously, right? But nah, you're not going to disrespect me and have me tied at 15th or tied at 16th, right? With all the stuff that I have to do here in Dallas. I am a Super Bowl winning head coach at the NFL level. Whether you want to give that to Aaron Rodgers or not, you're not going to play with me. And here's the thing. Jerry and Stephen Jones, don't act surprised. Don't act like, oh my God, bro, I can't believe Mike McCarthy didn't want the $5 million for 2 years. That was a good offer. Mike McCarthy went out this year and hired a brand new agent. He went out there and hired a new agent. And you guys know, what does hire a new agent mean? That means that is symbolic for you are not about to play with my money. It's symbolic, right? You are not about to play with my money in my contract negotiations. So you can't act surprised. There's no, oh my God, Mike McCarthy blindsided us. I never saw it coming. I never saw it coming. No, bro, you knew the moment Mike McCarthy said, hey, don't reach out to him. Don't reach out to him no more. I got a new representation. Actually, reach out to this guy now. When Dak Prescott fired his agent and went and got to Todd France, what was he saying? Reach out to this guy now. We gonna do things a little bit different, right? So the Cowboys can't act like, oh my God, we got blindsided. You know, we really wanted to bring Mike back, and we thought we had good No, bro, you knew. You 1,000% knew you were not going to be able, regardless of how the season outcome went, to lowball Mike McCarthy. And even as horrendous and horrific as this season was this year, Mike McCarthy still had this team competitive. I don't know how we did it. I don't even know how we did it. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the last game versus the Commanders, and I was just like, who are these corners? Who are these corners? Where'd they come from? Who are these people playing corner? And Mike McCarthy had them competitive. $4 million for a Super Bowl winning head coach. You can go get that in Division II in college. You know what I'm saying? That's a college salary. With all the stuff that he has to deal with, $4 million. $4 million. $4 million for Mike McCarthy. That's wild. That is wild. Right, sis. Right, Sadiqa. The players never gave up. The players fought hard. So you can't say, now can you say, oh, there was a lot of undiscipline, a lot of penalties, right? Time management. Yeah, but no coach is perfect, right? If you watch the NFL, there's a lot of good coaches that do a lot of dumb things. Mike McCarthy is not excluded from that, right? But at the end of the day, Mike McCarthy had this team playing at a high competitive level throughout the course of the season with all the injuries, all the stuff going on. They never gave up. Never gave up. And there's value in that. There is value in that. You know what I'm saying? There is value in that, man. So it's like, I know, right? A lot of people are like, good riddance. He's gone. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, y'all. Be careful what you ask for. I see a lot of people, Mike McCarthy's gone. Goody, goody. Hated him. One of them gone. Be careful what you ask for, y'all. Yep. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what y'all ask for, Cowboys Nation. Jason Witten. Jason Witten. Jason Witten, head coach in Dallas. Now, before you say, Tuck, is Jason Witten, he the GOAT. Jason Witten. It's Jason Witten in Dallas, Tuck, he's the GOAT. Jason Witten is right here on my wall. Right here. Jason Witten. I know what Jason Witten is. Jason Witten is not right now an NFL coach. Even though, right, stature, toughness, he can be our Dan Camp. He is not an NFL head coach. No, sir. No, sir. Going from high school to coaching the NFL? Nah. Chris says, James Slayer said the players want to keep him. Dak love Big Mike. This is finna be a shit show. End of the Dak here. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about, right? The players love Mike. The players love Mike. The players love Mike. They fought for Mike. If the players did not like Mike McCarthy, they could have folded and quit on him, and we could be having Abdul Carter conversations right now. We could have been having Travis Hunter conversations right now if the Dallas Cowboys players did not like Mike McCarthy and they quit on him. We would have been Gucci. If the Cowboys players really did not like Mike McCarthy and they did not believe in him and Mike Zimmer, we would be having Travis Hunter film sessions out the wazoo right now. They like Mike McCarthy. They played for Mike McCarthy, right? They played hard for Mike McCarthy. They felt bad for Mike McCarthy. Dak Prescott and Ted Prescott even said, right, that Dak told Mike McCarthy he was going to be a father first before he even told his own brother. The players like and fought for Mike McCarthy. But you disrupted that, right? So now, who do you bring in? Who do you bring in? Are you going to bring in somebody new? Are you going to bring in somebody new? Who are you going to bring in? I don't know. I don't know. But listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. Let me zoom on this. Look at my guy Tom Downey. Right? Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if we start hearing the name of Kellen Moore start to peak up in Dallas. Now, here's what I'll say. If the Dallas Cowboys would have just moved on from Mike McCarthy earlier, they could have interviewed Kellen Moore before playoffs and maybe had a decision. Now, since they've waited, they can't make a decision. They can't interview Kellen Moore until after the playoffs. So they have to sit there and wait. Sit there, wait, and analyze. Now, hopefully, Kellen Moore should be available for interviews next week. But it might be a minute before we can get to Kellen Moore, right? But, Tuck, stop. Why are you doing this? This is gross. Get this off my eyes. You know what I'm saying? My eyes are burning. Tuck, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if we just signed Dak Prescott for an extension, what we did, right? We have a good defensive coordinator. Defense seems to really rally around Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer is a former head coach, right? Mike Zimmer is an older former head coach, so he's been around a lot. You're looking for someone probably offensive-minded. The fans said they want more offensive innovation, right? I saw some guys on Twitter, they were talking about motion percentages. They wanted offensive innovation from a young, innovative head coach. Kellen Moore only 36. Dak Prescott and Kellen Moore like this. Dak Prescott and Kellen Moore are like this. Kellen Moore knows the lay of the land. He knows how to get CeeDee Lamb involved. There won't be too many complexities with the language and changing the identity of the offense. Jerry's gears are turning, and now the most important piece out of all of that, Jerry and Stephen Jones has a guy they can control. He's a puppet master. I've been trying to build him in my image and what I wanted anyways. I have a young, offensive, innovative coach who I'm familiar with, I can control, and he's connected to my quarterback. Here's a shot. Right? So we have to prepare ourselves for that. So, like I was saying on Twitter, Cowboys Nation, I don't want to be doom and gloom, Tuck, right? I was actually chilling today. I was vibing. I had a 10-leg parlay last night, smacked that shit over the fence. I was vibing. I was chilling. I was relaxing. So I don't want to be doom and gloom. I want to count my winnings on Fanatics, right? But Cowboys Nation, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. Now, going back to this, well, Tuck, there's still a chance we can pay Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson ain't coming for this. Ben Johnson is not coming to Dallas for that. Brian Flores ain't coming for this. Right? Bill Belichick, you have to pay $10 million to break his contract. Then you have to sign him. He's not coming for this. He's not coming for this. So if you're going to want a Ben Johnson, if you're going to want a Brian Flores, or, if you want to try to go get a Mike Tomlin or get one, you're going to have to come. Where them dollars at? You're going to have to come with them dollars. You are going to have to come with them dollars. You cannot go into the club and holler at all these baddies and you are broke. You better have your money right and you better have your game tight. If not, yeah, Nick, you're going home with a Rex Ryan. If you not having your money right and your game tight, you are going home with the Rex Ryan. You know what I'm saying? You're going home with a Rex Ryan. So that's the problem in Dallas, right? It's just like, I don't get it for a team or organization that prides themselves on being big bad, this and that, right? Big bad. Everything's bigger in Dallas, right? Everything's bigger in Dallas. Everything's bigger in Dallas. We only want the best. We only want the best. Everything's bigger in Dallas. This doesn't feel like everything is bigger in Dallas. This feels like everything's affordable in Dallas. Everything is a bargain in Dallas. But this isn't everything's bigger in Dallas. You see what I'm saying? So the Cowboys are going to have to get to a situation where they're going to have to get their money right and their game tight, or they're going to go with someone's bottom of the barrel, right? Bottom of the barrel. And this is where a lot of Cowboys fans really fear. Now, my guy Skywalker, definitely check him out. He has a brand new channel, so definitely follow my guy Sky, right? He gave up some options. Ben Johnson, LOL. Joe Brady, probably not. Todd Monken, nah. I like tight ends. Todd Monken. Doug Peterson, I can see you, Dougie P. Dougie P's a Super Bowl winning coach. He'll be affordable. Maybe. Aaron Glenn, y'all know. Brian Flores, right? So then, bottom of the barrels. Like my guy Stephen Mack was talking about, man. The Skechers. You're not getting no Jordans. You are not getting no Jordan 11 Cherry Reds. No, you're not getting those for school. But all my friend got the Cherry Red MJ, blah, 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 blah. No, you are not getting no Cherry Red J's. You're going to get these Skechers. You're going to get these Skechers. You're going to get you're going to get these starberries. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get these starberries. Don't ask for no J's. You need some starberries. You know what I'm saying? So, Jon Gruden, Kellen Moore, and Ones and Ron Rivera, Pete Carroll, Jason Witten, Vic Fangio. Skechers, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, the older you get, Skechers become comfortable. But y'all remember, if you went to school with some Skechers on, you might as well just went barefoot. You should have just went barefoot. Don't show up to school with no Skechers on. You know what I'm saying? First day of school with some Skechers? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Don't, but you're not getting no J's. Not getting no J's, right? You're not getting no Yeezys. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting no LeBrons. Get the Skechers. You know what I'm saying? You got the Skechers, man. You know what I'm saying? Pay less. You know what I'm saying? Pay less. They got good shoes. They're comfortable. Put them on your feet. Grow into them. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we're at. So when it comes down to the names of Jon Gruden, Kellen Moore, Ron Rivera, Pete Carroll, Jason Witten, Vic Fangio, and I'll even throw in Mike Zimmer. Y'all let me know. Who's the one? Who's the one? You got Jon Gruden, was ousted by the NFL. We kind of know his whole situation, right? So how do you get players to respect Jon Gruden kind of coming off of that situation, right? Kellen Moore, young, 36. I guess he's innovative, right? If you want to say that, you know, they're familiar with them. But is he a leader of men? No. Kellen Moore couldn't motivate me to turn this stream off. Kellen Moore cannot motivate me to turn this stream off right now. So, Kellen Moore, Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron, Gambler. Y'all like that? Pete Carroll, Super Bowl champ. Super Bowl champ. Super Bowl champ and Pete Carroll. Y'all like that option? Old Pete Carroll returning back? Maybe. I mean, Pete Carroll's looking kind of nice amongst these options, right? Pete Carroll, Jason Witten, Captain America. Dun, 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 right? Jason Witten jumping from a high school championship to coaching the Dallas Cowboys NFL team. Probably not an offensive-minded guy. You know, is definitely going to be controlled by the front office and let them make everybody do things in the all-American way. Jason Witten. I mean, you let Jason Witten leave, go to the booth, fail, come back, right? Go to the Raiders, become a high school coach, and come back. Let's make it a revolving door. Jason Witten, Vic Fangio, right? But what is Vic Fangio doing that Mike Zimmer can already do? My guy Matt said, I mean, it would sell. It was sell. Jason, like, there's gonna, like, literally when I was in that Twitter space, there were a bunch of people like, we should just get Jason Witten. We just, you know what? Shit. Call up Jason Witten. Here, I'll text Dez right now. Shit, let's see what Romo's up to. How about Miles Austin? Let's just, Sean Lee, let's just bring them all back and just have some fun. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Travis Frederick, just toss them all out there and go coach. Shit, why not? Why not? I got 2 Pop Warner championships. 2 Pop Warner championships. Should I coach the Cowboys? Might as well, bro. I took Wichita State, who was a 55 overall team on NCAA in dynasty mode, and I won the national championship my very first season as a coach. And this was on Heisman. Y'all remember when NCAA first came out and people were struggling on Heisman? I won a natty on Heisman with the 55 overall team. Beat Ohio State and beat Bama on my way road to the championship, right? Put my name in the list. Put my name on the list. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Now, here's the thing. I see people asking about Coach Prime, right? Coach Prime must spend money. Now, me personally, at this point, I would say do it. You know what I'm saying? I would say do it, Coach Prime. Because Coach Prime would be a culture guy that the team would rally behind, they would play hard with, and he can coach the players on how to deal with the bright lights, the glitz and glamour of Dallas, right? But y'all see these grays starting to poke through. You know what I'm saying? My birthday was Friday. I don't have time for no Coach Prime to take another 5 to 6 years to rebuild this shit. I don't, bro. I don't. I'm not sitting here wanting to wait for a whole nother 6 or 7 years for a rebuild. I am tired. I'm exhausted, right? I don't want bringing a younger coach or bringing Coach Prime, allow him to get all of his guys out, and then allow Coach Prime to get all of his guys in, and then allow Coach Prime to take his bumps and his lumps at the NFL level. I'm not trying to sit here for all that shit. I want to win now. I want to win now. I want a win now coach that can take what Mike McCarthy has already built and take it to the next level. I don't want a young college coach with the strong jaw. I saw people were talking about the Notre Dame's coach, right? What about Notre Dame's coach, bro? No. No. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my guy, Sue Surf, battle rapper, man. Free to wave. Don't send me no kids. Don't send me no kids. You know what I'm saying? I want someone who is proven. But I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. And it's sad. It's unfortunate that this is what this team has come to. As much as we fight, as much as we hold down the fort, we are the laughing stock of the NFL, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We are the laughing stock. It's so crazy that Eagles fans were saying, hey, Jerry, hey, keep up the great work. We appreciate you, Jerry. We love you, Jerry. Eagles fans, we love you, Jerry. Keep up the great work. Keep sinking this franchise, you idiot. Keep up the great work. Right? New Netflix documentary about to come out. You doing television shows. Like, you're sinking the franchise. Meanwhile, we're sitting back last night watching the Commanders in the playoffs. And no knock to the Commanders, right? Because I like the Commanders, right? Dan Quinn was able to take Dallas players, Dallas coaches, take them to Washington, put them in a situation where you don't have an idiotic front office and thrive instantly. Had instant success. If Dan Quinn leaves Washington next year, he's done more for that franchise that has been done in almost 20 years. Isn't that crazy? He has done one more in 1 year than that franchise has done in 20. You see what I'm saying? Just like that. The same coach that was here in Dallas, some of the same players. Now, last year, this time, Dan Quinn is trash. He's a horrible coach. Tuck, Dan Quinn sacrificed the playoffs, right? Dan Quinn doesn't like linebackers. Dan Quinn likes those small, itty bitty linebackers. He plays safety at linebacker. Dan Quinn was asking for 2 years. Can I get Bobby Wagner, please? Hey, I mean, I know that, you guys have the cap and different things kind of going on, but hey, can I just, as a defensive coordinator, can I just have one of my guys and Bobby Wagner, please? Hey, man, I know, I mean, you got Micah kind of coming up and you had some contracts, but can I just have Bobby Wagner, please? No. Slapped his hand down. Then he goes to Washington. the very first thing he does before he can even put his bags down is go get Bobby Wagner. And if you guys watched the game last night, Bobby Wagner is everywhere. He got the game ball. Like, Bobby Wagner is causing havoc. And Dan Quinn was asking multiple years, can I have that, please? Hey, man, I have a really good defense. I mean, Micah Parsons flying around. I got Deron Bland setting a pick six record. You got Trayvon Diggs. I got DeMarcus Lawrence. What I really need right now, hey, sis, he's good. Chris is one of us, man. Chris is good. What I really need right now is Bobby Wagner. I feel like I can really put this defense over the top if you just give me Bobby Wagner. And will they say, no, make it work. No, make it work. You got a Marquise Bell. Salute to Marquise Bell. Love Marquise Bell. But you know what I'm saying? Making a safety play linebacker, the wear and tear that puts on your body, the damage that puts on your body, he's not built for that. Marquise Bell is not bigger than Wanye Thomas. And you had him playing linebacker down in the box, tackling the trenches. That's like if I had moved Deron Bland to linebacker or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But that shows the different level of commitment. From a team that is desperate to win to, like I said this morning, a team that's comfortable. You're fine. You don't need a Bobby Wagner, Dan. You have Damone Clark. I mean, geez, what more could you ask for? Right? Damone Clark has not even played this year, and you pretty much have seen every player on the Cowboys roster but Damone Clark, right? You don't need it. Dan, you don't need Bobby Wagner. You have Damone Clark. Just go out there and have fun, bro. Let's go out there and you're good. That's why we hired you. You're good. You're good, pal. Dan Quinn. Right? So Dan Quinn has the freedom. And if you don't think Mike McCarthy did not sit back, watch the game last night, and see Dan Quinn just smiling ear from ear, doing something major, right? Being embraced, and say, you know what? I can do that. Right? You know what? I can do that. Now, they're going to act all high and mighty. They're going to act all big and bold, right? But don't let the Bears fans fool you. If Mike McCarthy does in Chicago what he's done in Dallas since his tenure, they will take that. If he wins 3 divisional championships, 12-5, wins a playoff game in Chicago, they'll take that. They'll take it. They're acting all high and mighty. Oh, I don't want Mike McCarthy. Oh, no. Bro, you are the Chicago Bears, bro. You take what you can get. You know what I'm saying? Don't be acting all, don't be puffing your chest up like the Chicago Bears are too good for Mike McCarthy. He used to own y'all. You know what I'm saying? But if he does in Chicago what he's normally done in Dallas, you'll be fine. If he does in New Orleans what he's done in Dallas, he'll be fine. He'll be appreciated, right? So it's one of those things where he doesn't feel appreciated. And we've all been there. We've all been in jobs. I've been in jobs where it's like, okay, we're going to come back, Tuck, and we're going to do our yearly review and this and that. And we're going to talk about a possible raise and this and that. And you sit back and say, y'all gave me a 60 cent raise after all the work I've done, after all I've proven, being one of your top performers, being one of your a 60 cent raise, 60 cents, like 0.60 or like, what are we doing? Right. Yes, I was offered a 60 cent raise like once. It was like, woo, like keep that shit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, Mike McCarthy was not going to allow himself to be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? So who do you think is the best of the worst? So going back to this list, y'all, I mean, shit, dog. I don't know why. Mike McCarthy was my best of the worst option. But if you tell me I have these guys to pick from, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. If you give me John Gruden, Kellen Moore, Ron Rivera, Pete Carroll, Jason Witten, Vic Fangio, I would probably lean towards Pete Carroll. Yeah, or you know what? Just give me Kellen, bro. Just give me Kellen Moore. And the reason why I would say just give me Kellen Moore, that way Jerry can stop beating around the bush. Stop beating around the bush. This is who you really want. It's who you always really wanted. This is why when you fired Jason Garrett, you made Mike McCarthy keep Kellen Moore. It's who you really wanted. So fine, Jerry. You're the president, owner, GM. Go get the coach you really want. Then that way, we can start putting the pressure on you. Because everyone else takes the bullets. Dak Prescott takes the bullets. Ping, 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 ping. Mike McCarthy takes the bullets. Everybody takes the bullets. When is Mike McCarthy, when is Jerry Jones finally going to start taking some of the blame? Yeah, Pete Carroll or Riverboat Ron. Oh, God, bro. It's horrible saying that, bro. Like, I'm trying to think, all right, what is some wild card that Jerry really doesn't have? Now, if I had to bet money today, if y'all say, Tuck, all right, boom, put some money on it, who's the Cowboys' next head coach? I would probably say it's between Kellen Moore or Mike Zimmer. That's where I'm leading to us today. I can't see, oh shit, I didn't see that happen. That's a damn good hire, right? I don't see that hire. I don't see that move like, oh shit. Cowboys hire Brian Flores? Shit, I didn't see that coming. Oh shit. We just went out there and outbid everybody for Ben Johnson. I didn't see that coming. God dang. Right? So I don't see that happening. I would love to see that happen, but I doubt it's going to happen. But I just don't see it. I mean, John Gruden would kind of be fun, right? But y'all know how Cowboys fans are at the stadium. They're gonna be sitting like this. I don't like the Chucky mask. I'm not gonna put on that. You cannot put on a Chucky mask with a golf polo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't put on a Chucky mask with a golf polo. So enjoy the show. Tuck, what's going on? Hanging out with y'all, man. Gotta go, man. Salute to my guy, man. Appreciate you, man. Slept 2 hours, man. Next time, man. We're gonna figure this out, my guy Frank, man, on the other side of the pond. Appreciate you. At least Pete Carroll and Riverboat Ron will give us a good defense. They will, but you know, Zimmer is the defensive coordinator as of now. Now, here's what we have to remember, y'all. Here's the caveat. Remember that our defensive staff, they're all on one-year deals too. From Zimmer to Z to Ellis to all of them, right? So at midnight, I think they all can dip, right? They all can interview. They can all go their separate ways. So I don't know. I mean, could you do Al Harris? I mean, that would be a Hail Mary, Al Harris, but Al Harris is an offensive-minded coach, right? And honestly, I would like to see Al Harris as an interim before, you know, we had some opportunity to do that. But will it be Al Harris? Probably not. I don't know, y'all. I do not know. Normally, I have the answers or have some kind of answer. I ain't got the answer, Sway. I really don't, because I don't really know what to expect now. It's all systems to go. It's all systems to go. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's something funny I did on Twitter. You know, I chat GBT'd, right? I chat GBT'd some coaches, right? And I said, give me a list of 10 Dallas Cowboys coaching hires that fits this criteria. Y'all know the criteria? You need them to be old and outdated. You know what I'm saying? Need to be old and outdated, right? That's number one, bro. You got to be old and outdated, right? You had to have some offense that worked back in 95. Okay, check. You got to be desperate and just happy to be a coach again. Hey, man, no one really believed in me, but Jerry kind of reached out to me and gave me opportunity. I'm just happy to be here. Must be willing to let the front office control everything, right? That's the number one criteria, right? Must be willing to let the front office control everything. And also, they got to be cheap. They got to be cheap. This is your search criteria. So if y'all want to search for Cowboys coaching hires, that's your criteria to look for. And what ChatGPT gave me, they gave me Jason Garrett as a rehire. They gave me Jeff Fisher. Right? They gave me Norv Turner. Who else they give me? Dave Campo. Wade Phillips return. Eric Mangini. John Fox. Rex Ryan, Jim Zorn, like the old and desperates. The old and desperates just happy to be back coaching football again, right? That's it. Those are your options, y'all. Those are your options, unless it's going to be a mega surprise, y'all. But honestly, I don't know what to tell y'all, Cowboys Nation. You got to hate free agents. Oh, yeah. You got to be able to coach draft picks. You got to win a Super Bowl with an all-rookie team and some undrafted free agents. Because we don't spin, right? I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know. Now, here is what I'll say. For us content creators, we up from the grave. Us content creators, we are back from the grave, right? Because this season they had dirt on our caskets, right? Shovels. We are a zombie apocalypse busting out of the ground right now, because now there's so many different conversations. My guy Rome, there's so many conversations, coaching hires, and when we hire the coach, who's going to be his staff, and I get to look in to see how he won the draft and what's his draft history and all, and what's his scheme like. I get to break down scheme and offensive play calling. We are back from the grave. So if you hated Cowboys content creators, we back, baby. We are back, baby. Oh, yeah. When we hire that very first coach and Jay Tuck is breaking down his offensive philosophy, we gonna whip. We're gonna whip. We are going to whip. Having a brand new slate when it comes to a draft class, not knowing, because I knew what Dan Quinn liked. I also knew what Mike McCarthy liked. I knew the measurables. I kind of knew those types of things when it came to our coaching staff. We're going to have a brand new coach. Draft capital, 12th pick. We going to cook. Content creators, we are back. Y'all might get 2 or 3 videos a day from me now. We are back. I might just start breaking down coaches and their philosophies, right? And we might just go crazy with it. So all the people that wanted to throw dirt on the Cowboys content creators and they thought we was finished, Jerry Jones says not most zombies. We are like Thriller in the street. You know what I'm saying? We are like Thriller in the street. We are back and live and refresh. Man, I thought you was dead, bro. Hey, who shot me? But you punks didn't finish. Now you about to feel the wrath of a menace. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be mad. They gonna be mad, but we back up. We back up. Hey, don't blame me. Don't blame me. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to take the year off a little bit in the off season, kind of coast a little bit. We got work to do, baby. We got draft work. Now we got film work, right? We're going to have some free agent acquisitions who we're going to let go. Oh, yeah. This is why our space, you're going to need us, y'all. Because they're not going to break down film. They're not going to tell you much about the scheme, offensive philosophy. They're not going to. We back. We back. That blue magic fresh off the boat. I get it. Fresh off the boat. We are back, man. So got a lot of work to do. But once again, Cowboys Nation, don't let them steal your joy. Don't let them steal your joy. I know a lot of people are pissed today. I was chilling. I'm still cool. It just is what it is. I know what really stole my joy is yesterday, sitting back watching these teams play in the playoffs, realizing, damn, bro, they quarterback can throw for 36 yards and they still have enough talent to handle business. That's weak. You know, god damn, bro. They have multiple running backs that can explode through the gap and run, like, go for crazy. Like, that's crazy. Like, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was mad about. Like, sitting here watching all these talented teams and these talented just going crazy in the playoffs. Like, damn, bro. Dan Quinn really's going to take a bunch of our X's and refurbish them and have them looking at stars. Like, Dorrance Armstrong was playing outstanding last night. Damn, bro. That's it. And here we go. Here we go, right? Letting the difference between contractual years and philosophy disrupt things, right? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Chris. I think Will McClay returns because Will McClay covers up a lot of their mistakes, right? Will McClay covers up a lot of their bullshit. So I think that Will McClay will stay. But Will McClay's in a contract year as well, you know? Wait till not. Yeah, when Gibbs is going crazy and Twitter jumps out and says, well, based on my analytical data research, that you still shouldn't draft the first round because when you align their EPA with the moon and the stars and the lucky charms, right, purple, yellow, gold, and clovers, you shouldn't draft a running back in the first round because I have this colorful chart. They're going to be mad, right? So, I don't know. We'll have to look through the history. Look through the history of where our new coach is done. It's going to be fun, right? It's going to be fun from content-wise. It's going to suck probably from a fan-wise. But for us, I'm sitting back up in my chair, right? Wait till I get, look at this coach and his history of drafting running backs in the first round and what is his features and his prototypes that he likes. And now you're going to have to get a new scouting department and all different. Like, you got to hire brand new people, brand new staff, brand new offensive, you know, you're going to go brand new. Unless you're going to bring in a head coach and say, okay, just work with what we already got, right? Like a substitute teacher. But if you really want to build this, right? Now, here's the question that I'll leave y'all with. Let's say the offer for Mike McCarthy was a 2-year deal, right? This is for Mike McCarthy, right? If you offer Mike McCarthy a 2-year deal, what do you offer a head coach like a Kellen Moore who's never been a head coach without contradicting yourself, right? Because if you want Mike McCarthy on a 2-year deal to prove himself, how do you then go and sign Kellen Moore who's never been a head coach for a 4 or 5 year deal? You see what I'm saying? So the question that we'll have to ask is, who is going to want to come in and be the Cowboys head coach for a short deal? Or is there someone you don't want to sign long term? Because if you sign somebody like Mike McCarthy wasn't coming in off a 2-year deal, right? So if you were saying, we got caught up on the years and this and that, right? Who was going to sign to be the head coach for just 2 years? So we're going to have to take a look at it. But like I said, y'all, it's going to be fun. And listen, content season has begun, right? It's going to try to take a break, take a rest. But shit, Tuck, here we go. But it's going to be fun. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Once again, y'all, I appreciate everyone who's been tuning in for all the morning walks. Like I said, 6,000 of y'all jumped in this morning. We're going to continue that up. So we got a lot to walk and a lot to talk about, right? So I deeply appreciate y'all for that. Subscribe to the channel. We got draft film coming up. I'm going to start doing this week. Yeah, this week, maybe this weekend, or maybe Thursday night, where I'm going to go live and we're going to start breaking down film together as a community. I really want you guys to look at these prospects, but I want to teach you guys the proper way to do it on your own. That way you ain't got to be no Mel Kiper sucker. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go through running back. I got a few running backs we're going to talk about. Get through their film sessions, but like Friday night, maybe. Let me talk to the wife first, right? See the plans. Friday, Saturday, whatever, right? 'Cause I'll be in town. We're going to do some film sessions where, listen, I'm going to toss out the film. I'm going to tell you guys how to look at the traits. I want you guys to take notes, and I want you guys to try to sit, just watch, analyze, and that's it, right? And then click your notes, put in the comment, and that way we can do collectively. I was thinking about starting starting some stuff where it's like a scouting team, like people who really want to do draft content, like my guy Lou or whatnot. Maybe putting y'all like in a room together, a Zoom session, we really lock in. Parlays. Let me see if I got a pick for a parlay. I don't as of now. I probably can find y'all one free play. Let me give y'all a free play. Let me see what I can cook up. Okay, hockey play. I am going to go with the LA Kings plus 2.5. Free hockey play from me to you. Free hockey play from me to you. I'm going to go a hockey play. I'm going to type in the chat so people can't say I lied, right? Type it right here in the chat. Bing, bada bing. LA Kings. All right, what's up, sis? Yeah, y'all go ahead and ask questions. We're just vibing. 2.5. Bang. Put that in your parlay skis. Put that in your parlay skis right there. Yeah, put that in your parlay. Put that in your parlay. Bang. Actually, let me lock this shit in right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be on the swivel, right? Gotta be on the swivel. That's the one thing I like about sports betting content is that not only you just do content, but you also make money while you're doing the content. You know what I'm saying? But it's really not my lane. I kind of just like locking in my picks and doing my own thing. Because the way I sports bet is completely different from everybody else. Yo, Sadiqa, what was your question, sis? Go ahead. Let's see, unlock this feed. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. 25. Bang. All right, boom. Show you right there. J Tuck locked in the bet. Can you see it? Focus. Yeah, you can see it. Whatever. Y'all get it. I locked it in, right? So for some people, I just found this out thanks to Daz the other day, right? I guess some people in the sports betting community, they give people plays, but they don't even bet themselves. That's kind of odd, right? But me personally, if y'all see me put out a play, I'm putting my own money on it. I don't do fake money. I don't do promo money. I don't do anything. I put my own dollars behind my own bets. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see me put something out, it's me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to lose together. We're going to win together. Sadiqa, what's your question, sis? Let me know. Also, like I said, we got draft content coming up. Follow X Picks on the channel. You're in Texas, correct? Where do you place your bets at? I am not in Texas, bro. I am in Kansas City. Kansas, the good side. So in Kansas, you can sports bet legally. I can use any sports book across the board. In Texas, you can't. All right, it's not allowed in Texas. Now, you can carry an AR-15 on your hip in the grocery store at Walmart, but you can't place a parlay in Texas. The weirdest thing ever, right? But you can't sports bet in Texas. But there are apps that I use when I'm in Texas. I can still sports bet, but you get juice. And what I mean by juice, you have to pay more than over your value, expected value, right? I'm back. How do you feel about Aaron Glenn as a head coach? I would like Aaron Glenn as a head coach, sis. I would personally like Aaron Glenn as a head coach. Former player, right? Extremely talented. But I mean, it's just Dallas, it's just Dallas and Aaron Glenn, and we just don't do that. We haven't done it historically. Now, maybe a change can come, but I just don't see the Cowboys doing that when it comes to Aaron Glenn. Need a reputable Wizard offense mindset new head coach. I don't think we do. I think that's where I differ from a lot of Cowboys fans. I don't think we need a new bells and whistles offense. I think we just need better players to go out there and execute. I feel like Mike McCarthy would have been just fine if you would have went out there and got him more talent. You see what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. But I don't need someone to come in and reinvent the wheel. Because here, let me water bottle this. Here's what people have to understand, right? And this is where they might clip it on Twitter. And this is where they might, right? Because you can't say anything too high. You can't say anything too low. You know what I'm saying? right? When it comes to our offense, it's really not Kellen Moore's offense. It's really not Mike McCarthy's offense. It's really Dak Prescott's offense. And I think that's what a lot of people need to really understand is that Dak Prescott has a lot of control over our offense in play calling. You know what I'm saying? So some of that is on Dak. Some of it's on Dak. Some of the stuff that you see is on Dak. Dak can check into runs. He can check out of runs, right? Dak can audible and change routes. He can change concepts. He can change slide protections. He can change the play, right? So a lot of that is on Dak. You see what I'm saying? A lot of that is on Dak. But Ben Johnson not coming as no OC, sis. He's not. I mean, he's head coach, or he gonna stay where he's at. And here's the thing, y'all. Ben Johnson might just stay in Detroit. He might, because it might be one of those things where Ben Johnson might really want to go somewhere, and you know, it is what it is. Now, last question. Tuck, you're the GM. You're the president, owner, and GM, right? Three-headed monster. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones is a three-headed monster, right? What would I do right now? Right? Mike McCarthy has just told me deuces. All right? Cool. I need a head coach, and I need to make a move quick. What do, Tuck? I pick up the phone, baby, and I call Mike Vrabel and say, not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, my friend. I want to interview you in Dallas. I know that you're this close to signing with the Patriots, but not so fast. Let me holler at you real quick, right? I am going a full court blitz on all the big name coaches out there, right? I know Bill Belichick is in North Carolina. Don't care. I need to interview you real quick, bro. Let me holler at you. I am sending a full court blitz at all the top names right now. ASAP. I am. But that's me. That's J Tuck, the GM. That's J Tuck, the general manager that cares about the Dallas Cowboys fans, that put their blood, sweat, and tear, that want to see us win. That's J Tuck that cares about stuff like that, right? They're not going to do that. Coach Prime, sure, why not? Come in, let's see what you got, right? I am pulling out the biggest and baddest coaches right now and bringing them into Dallas. One, I'm doing it to be petty because it would definitely shake up the foundation of what the Eagles and Commanders got going on right now. Because if the Cowboys go and interview Coach Prime right now, ain't nobody talking about nothing the Commanders got going on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about nothing that the Eagles got going on. So I'm still in the whole show, right? I'm still in the whole show, right? Belichick, who cares? I'm interviewing right now, still in the whole show, right? So I'm kind of doing that, right? But I'm also going to stay out the way. But Jerry can't control Belichick. You know what I'm saying? He can't control Coach Prime. He wants a puppeteer. He wants a puppet master. Jerry Jones wants somebody that he can control, right? That's going to do things his way, right? Because ultimately what happened today, y'all? He asked Mike McCarthy, are you going to be able to do things my way? Mike McCarthy said, probably not, bro. And they went their separate ways, right? So who is a guy that is familiar with Dallas, an offensive-minded coach who's young, has some innovation, has had some success that I can bring in and still control? The guy you've been trying to mold, that guy you've been trying to mold for so long, the guy that you wanted to hold on to, but this head coach made you get rid of, so you had to fold and send him to the Chargers. Who is that guy that you mold him in your image, your likeness. The guy who doesn't believe in, having big name free agents and the offense is about anyone can fit in the system. You don't need big names. So you can have cheap wide receivers out there alongside CeeDee Lamb. Who is this guy? Who is this guy that fits this criteria? There's only one man for the job. Only one man for the job. Who is the guy that said, you know what? Yeah, y'all can move on from Amari Cooper. I can make it work. Sure, get rid of Amari Cooper. I'll make it work. I'll just go out there with Noah Brown. I can make it work. Sure, boss. I can make it work. Right? Who's the guy? That's your guy. That's your guy, right? Who would be just so happy, so delighted to finally get his head coaching opportunity? Kellen. Where did Kellen Moore coach this season? He is currently the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. And also, think about this, it also strips away an offensive-minded head coach from the Eagles as well. Yeah, Kellen's not a leader of men. He's not. He was in LA. He was the Chargers last year. He's in Philly right now. Mr. No Identity himself. So when we go out there and be like, man, why is Jalen Brooks getting more targets than CeeDee Lamb? Can make it work. A guy that can go out there and make it work in Kellen Moore, man. So I know it sucks, y'all. I know y'all frustrated. I know it hurts. It hurts me. But like I said, we going to get through it. We going to make it the best of the best, and we going to figure this thing out together, man. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like I said, morning walk-in talks tomorrow morning. We going to stride and figure this thing on out, man. Kellen Moore's not even funny. I know it hurts, but we going to figure this thing out, man. Subscribe to the channel, CFO Sports, if you haven't already. All the draft content will be done on CFO Sports. We got running backs coming up. We're going to do some film study. We're going to scout these prospects together, right? I'm going to show you guys how to do it the proper way, not the shortcut way, not the watching highlights on YouTube and be like, oh, that's my guy, right? Or going to PFF and copy and pasting all the grades on Twitter and say, that's my guy, right? No, we're going to go through the scouting process, getting these guys right, really locking in, building your board if you want to, all sorts of stuff, man. We're going to do it the right way. So CFO Sports on YouTube, definitely give it a subscribe. Let's grow the channel. Let's get the content booming because we are about to go crazy. Like I said, it's going to be fun for us. We're going to have so much to talk about. You definitely don't want to miss out. Also, behind the scenes, Super Bowl content. We'll be out there in New Orleans. Hopefully not the Eagles, right? Be out there in New Orleans doing a lot of content. Me and my guy, Dez, so look out for that. So a lot of great stuff coming up, man. You guys definitely don't want to miss out. Subscribe to the XPix88 YouTube channel. We're doing giveaways. Like, Dez is doing something right now. He's texting me right now about giving away like $25,000 to some subscribers. Like, literally, like dead ass. He's going, I don't know. That money's different from my money. I'm not giving y'all away no $25,000 as much as I love y'all, right? Now, if we get to 1 million subscribers, I can give you guys $25,000 all the time. It'll just be easy peasy, right? But go over there, subscribe to the channel. A lot of good content, a lot of stuff is coming out. So I appreciate you guys. Like I said, y'all, don't let them steal your joy. Lock in. We're going to have fun this off season and try to figure out how to fly this plane, man. So it's your boy, Jay Tuck. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. It just is what it is. Peace. This video is brought to you by BetUS Online Sportsbook and Casino. And right now, BetUS is offering exclusive deals. So go over to BetUS, use the code YouTube150, and they are offering 150% up to $2,000 bonus deposit on your first deposit and 125% on your next two. So if you want to win money this NFL season and use free money, you cannot beat free money. Go over to BetUS, use the code